Kuwi nang YouTube apa live streaming ra iso. Ra iso dianu komene ra ketok. Dadi numpang menung komene awak dhewe ra iso. Hmm.
Hello and welcome to every. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, intended for more optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stage. We shall see. Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Already we're underway here. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave them no chance to get on the turn. Now it's Foden. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a fine interception. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. And that's put paid to a move. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team. And some of the best brains in football have said that. He deserves it. He's got to be one of the most exciting players of his generation. What a talent. Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Looking for a runner. Welcomes it in. Oh, shooting chance! That is certainly not what he had in mind. I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Now it's Foden. Nicely aimed pass. Mohamed Salah. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Shot! Surely! Goal! Arsenal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that. Clinical. Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal. Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. And that's been intercepted. That's great positioning, so good from him. Van der Ven makes the interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Ødegaard. Foden. And he shoots! And another try! Yes, it's there! They have pulled themselves right back into it. Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on. Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example. That has certainly made things interesting. Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Arsenal disappointing in the end there. And it has urgency. Bernardo Silva picked up brilliantly. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. There is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They both give it a really good go, and they head into the break. All square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes? Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so
Oke,
far.
ini rame
See
apa?
how both teams go about trying to establish more control in this second half. Well, it's been a tight game, one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Mungkin.
They're already back up and running after half-time. Haaland. Looking for the run. Chips it through. It's the keeper's ball. Vicious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mohamed Salah. Now can he find a finish? Bernardo Silva! On crossbar! Ødegaard. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here. Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Well played, that has knocked out the danger. Well, enjoy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. Arsenal clearly didn't help. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish. It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella. So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here? That looks a decent ball. That's a shade optimistic. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing. There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Tries to play it through. It's beyond the defence. Fletcher gets flagged offside. Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. Somewhat off target. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now. Look, their pass is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Bernardo Silva. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's a real chance! Denied by an instinctive save. Bernardo Silva really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box. referee brings it to a close. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be. And they... So we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Action has already started. Jim, see making a difference here.
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball. And the opposite, apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bernardo Silva. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. And claimed it back swiftly. The side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Odegaard. Speeding on goalwards. Find a stop! Strike, quite an alarm. Played out to the left bank. Well, Pedro might be aimed hard. He is up to this. We've got away. delivery. He's made sure that's not getting through. Played into space. Oh, that was vital. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper.
Để người lừa lên.
Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Người lên.
He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Ødegaard gets good distance on it. Van de Ven. That's gone loose. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half? Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Nó nhìn được to.
We are
Cái
already
người
properly back on the way.
nó tương ra nữa.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Có tù rùa nó kịp lẹ vậy.
And he's whipped it across. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's going to go a long way.
Substitutions taking place.
In towards the back stick. That should get the job done. And it's Salah. That is one way to get his defending done.
Awesome.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. And now a sudden chance to counter. Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
And the shot! Really well taken goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips the defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Liverpool have fired themselves in front.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Keeper gets his hands on it. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Looking for options, for movement.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's had it nicked away. And here's Ødegaard. Tries a deft little ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Keep calm and carry on.
Substitution in
That's the
progress.
job in a nutshell now.
Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
That's a cute ball. 5 minutes to add. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. He's seen that early. Used the sixth sense. Somewhat off target. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit.
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. As you can see, we've already started here.
Well, courage is a word that Steven Gerrard likes to use a lot. Never be afraid to have a go at it. He's certainly someone who's never afraid to, no matter what the situation.
Not even in the most dire of circumstances. Never more extraordinary than in 2005, 3-0 down. He will forever be remembered for that Istanbul.
Well, when you take into account the circumstances and the opposition, he's the very epitome of never say die, and will play every game as if we're in a cup final, including this one.
Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Guardiola. To Gerrard.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some...
Ekitike! Deftly away. Trossard. Rice. Oh, that was vital. Foden. And the counter is on. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Foden. Trossard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh no, this does not look good. Looking for options for movement. Van Dijk. It's Bernardo Silva. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. On time, excellent interception. Rice. Possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
And you make it sound so simple. Van de Ven. Waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Odegaard. And it's Henderson. Saliba. Alexander-Arnold. Bernardo Silva just eases him off the ball. This is going to be the final action of the first half. It has been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And now,
The opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
substitution on the field. Number 18, Richarlison. Number
That's
20,
the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 11,
0-0, and we're at the halfway
coming on
point.
the field. Number 47, Phil Foden. Number 9, Erling
Turns
Haaland.
back here, probably the best
Number
option.
15,
So it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gerrard. Guardiola. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Guardiola. He is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bernardo Silva. That's an imaginative pass. That's been cut out, well played. And that has been clubbed away. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Trossard. Lovely ball and a real chance. Gets his head on it! Oh, not the best of headers.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Bernardo Silva. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Oke, kapira. Lesson kita atau kepikiran dia sama.
number 21,
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
coming on the field. Number 10, Bernardo Silva. Number 20,
Alexander-Arnold.
Odegaard.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now Saliba. Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Knocks it into space. Ball's gone astray.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Foden. And it's Bernardo Silva. Great ball if he can get there. He's had a shot! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having
Winning runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get rid.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that's it. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment.
Aku yang nagiging kasi medyo kasi ako mo pilis tanong ulang ya
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect match as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, football certainly runs deep in the Reinders family, but unlike his father or brother, this guy Tiani Reinders is someone who can take control of the game from central midfield. I suspect we're going to see a little bit of everything from him here.
Haaland! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And Dyke attempts a clearance. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Reinders. And that is expertly dealt with. He's picked his way through. Threads one in. Ødegaard. Cross from Ødegaard. De Bruyne. Haaland. Spread it left. Now it's Darwin. Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Played back in. Rodri does really well there. He is strong. So we're still where we started right now. Bernardo Silva. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Haaland. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's managed to get free. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Mohamed Salah picks it up out. Can he finish? And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Probing pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Stones.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think
Up he goes! He has done it!
getting better and better. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring. So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly. So that's 2 now without reply. We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established. Well read. The danger is averted. And it's Reinders. Great vision. Danger averted for now. He is through here. Real chance here. And a chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him. This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Darwin. He has found the way through. Darwin. Now the delivery. Tries to get it clear. Perfectly measured that. Just the keeper to beat! Oh, that's a key interception. Darwin looking for the run. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Van de Ven. Bernardo Silva. Van de Ven. It's Bernardo Silva. Oh, this looks sharp. Nicely weighted ball. It's not an especially good pass, that. Can he get it through? Stones. And it's Salah. And it's Palmer. Now, can they get him away? He's got away. Salah. Oh, nice touch. No, you see through all of that.
Substitution.
Caught offside that time.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Mohamed Salah, he's shifting through the gears here. Takes a shot! Oh, he's missed it.
Substitutions taking place.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the effort.